In this system of things, we are facing three enemies. Number one, Satan the devil. Number two, the wicked world we are living in. Number three, our own fallen flesh. Jehovah promised that he would eliminate all three of them in the future. In this part of the symposium, we'll focus on primary enemy. Enemy number one, Satan the devil. We'll consider three questions. What is exactly God's promise regarding Satan? And question number two, why can we be sure that it will fulfill? And number three, how will it affect us? Jehovah's promise regarding Satan can be found in the very first prophecy recorded in the Bible. Let's turn the Bibles to Genesis chapter 3. And we all know the scripture, Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. As we read this scripture, let's try to recall who are the main characters in this scripture. Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. I, Jehovah, shall put enmity between you, Satan the devil, and the woman, Jehovah's organization of loyal spirit creatures, and between your seed, those who choose to do Satan's will, and her seed, Jesus Christ, and anointed. He, Jesus, will bruise you, Satan, in the head, and you, Satan, will bruise him, Jesus, in the heel. Well, the bruising the heel of Messiah has happened. But Jehovah resurrected Jesus, so the wound was cured. Now, the promise is to bruise the head of Satan, to destroy Satan. We know that this will take place in two phases. Initial phase will take place shortly after the Armageddon. And that's when Satan is called into the abyss. And the final phase will take place after the end of 1,000-year reign. Then Satan will be hurled into the lake of fire and sulfur, described in Revelation chapter 20. So Satan will be completely destroyed that time. Then the second question, why can we be sure that this promise will come true? Consider three powerful reasons. Number one, during Jesus' ministry on earth, powerful demons begged Jesus not to hurl them into the abyss. You can find this description in Luke chapter 8. So the demons knew that even when Jesus was on earth, he had authority, power to restrain them. And second reason, shortly after the establishment of God's kingdom in the heavens in 1914, Jesus already hurled Satan and demons from heaven. So the next action, to hurl them into the abyss, is sure to come. And the third reason, we can refer to another Bible promise that can be found in Romans chapter 16. Let's turn the Bibles to Romans chapter 16 and the verse 20. Read it. Romans 16, 20. For his part, the God who gives peace will crush Satan under your feet shortly. The Greek word the Apostle Paul used here to mean crush is interesting. This means to shatter or to bruise like a jelly-like state. So the Christ will break Satan's head into pieces. So Satan will never ever be able to come back. That's God's promise. So the final question, how will its fulfillment affect us? Today, Satan is very much alive maneuvering the spirit of the world. We feel every day, or every hour, or even every minute, Satan is trying to push us away from Jehovah. So what a relief it will be when Satan is eliminated. Imagine how different life will be like if Satan is gone. No more pressure from Satan. Do you long for that time? Yes, we do. Well, by representing us, we now want to invite 3 publishers from Ebina congregation and interview them how they feel about this point. First, let's ask Sister Gina Nozawa. How long have you served Jehovah and what pressure from Satan have you experienced?
3 years ago, and temptation from my worldly friends, and my circumstances related to my husband.
Okay, so tell us more about the pressure in connection with your husband's situation.
Because of a sudden stroke, he got hospitalized 4 years ago, and he can never get out there. And Satan take advantage of this situation to awaken me, because sometimes I feel exhausted and I don't feel like doing anything. At the same time, it was so hard for me to see my husband suffering, because he can never eat and speak, or without respirator, he cannot breathe.
I see. Under such situation, why are you sure that God's promise will come true?
Since Jehovah God resurrected Jesus from death and he became king in heaven, Jehovah actually proved to me to be true. And this fulfillment is just enough to give me confidence in Jehovah's promise.
Thank you very much. Next, let's ask Brother Ryan Belzosa. How long have you served Jehovah and what type of pressure have you experienced?
Well, it has been 21 years since I got baptized. Looking back these years, I remember my father had stroke 20 years ago, right after I got baptized. And in the beginning of this year, he needed to be hospitalized for heart surgery, bypass surgery. And after that surgery, he again had another stroke. But personally speaking, I don't think these events are a particular Satan's pressure. But I feel Satan has tried to take advantage of this situation to distract our attention from what is important. So that's a pressure.
I see, that must be hard. Is that the only pressure you feel from Satan?
Well, a different pressure I feel from Satan is regarding the use of the internet, which is one of my essential tools for my work, because my work requires me to make research on everything and anything according to the work project I receive, and I love it. So sometimes I feel Satan makes me to use the internet in an inappropriate manner.
I see. Why are you confident that Jehovah's promise will come true?
Well, not myself, but every one of us work hard to serve Jehovah and, with their own burdens and given circumstances. So seeing others' experiences and efforts and how they have been backed up by Jehovah's promises really gives me confidence that Jehovah will make his word prove his words.
Thank you very much. And lastly, Sister Heather Sumi, how long have you served Jehovah? What type of pressure have you experienced?
40 years baptized and 10 years in childhood. And I faced direct attacks from demons once. I've grown up with an abusive alcoholic father that terrorized our family. I've faced discouragement from the disfellowshipping of a family member elder, as well as elders close to other family members. And most family and friends left the truth, and chronic illnesses.
Oh, it must be very hard. And from what pressure do you especially long to be delivered?
Health problems. I have Hashimoto's, arthritis, tumors, and I may go blind. I I use a breathing machine every night and I take many medications. So I want to be rid of all those physical and emotional problems that come from living in Satan's world.
Why are you sure that God's promise will come true?
Well, I believe all Bible prophecies must come true, including Genesis 3:15. And every day we can see things unfolding, so it will come true. Satan will be crushed.
Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. Like those just interviewed, we all are looking forward to the fulfillment of God's promise about Satan. We'll be relieved from all the pressures that comes from Satan. Now let us consider the next enemy. In addition to the promise of crushing of Satan, Jehovah has also given us a promise that applies to enemy number 2, the wicked world. What is Jehovah's promise, and why can we be sure that it will come true? That subject will be considered by Brother Ichiro Matsumoto